Hi, I'm Michael with Bike Friday, and we're going to kick off a series of videos called Ask the Mechanic. And the first video we're going to do today is how do you adjust disc brakes. So we've got a bike here with disc brakes, and I'm going to start by just kind of telling you what all the different parts are involved. So right here on the left side of the bike, that front wheel, we've got a disc rotor, and then this unit right here I'm going to call the caliper. And inside the caliper, there's an outboard pad and an inboard pad. Now, when I pull the lever for the front brake, you see this camming action happen. And that cam pushes the outboard pad against the rotor and actually flexes the rotor slightly to where it contacts the inboard pad. That inboard pad is completely stationary. So that's how most mechanical disc brakes are going to operate. There's lots of other types of disc brakes out there. This is just for your basic mechanical disc brake. So how to adjust that for proper settings? You can see right here there's a red dial, and on the inboard side there's another red dial. And the one on the outboard side will be used to move the outboard pad, and the one on the inboard side is used to adjust the inboard pad. The correct positioning for those you're going to find through a combination of looking and listening. And I've got my fancy brightly colored pad that I'm going to set here on the ground so that I can peer down on either side of the rotor and look for just a hair of space on either side. And in particular on that fixed side, on the inboard pad, I want as small a space as possible without the rotor actually contacting when you're not applying the brakes. So I'm going to have that there, be peering down through there, lift up the front wheel, give it a spin, and make sure that through the full rotation it's as close as possible without touching. I think I can get a little bit closer with this one. So I can reach in there with my hand. It might be kind of hard to turn. It is possible to turn it by hand. To make it easier on myself, I'm going to use a tool. This is a Torx wrench. Give that one little click at a time, just one click. Peering down through there again. It's closer and it's still not contacting, so I'm going to call that good. It's as close as it's going to get. Now the outboard I'm going to set to where it's not contacting, similar to the inboard, but think about how much range I've got on the brake lever. So the closer that is, the tighter the brakes are going to be. Give that a few clicks, eventually it's like I can't pull the lever at all and I can't spin the wheel freely, it's rubbing. So back that off to where I still hear some rubbing. I'm listening and looking. I can see it's contacting. Back it off to where it's not contacting all the way around the rotation, and make sure I've got good action on the lever. So that's a basic introduction to how disc brakes work, mechanical disc brakes, and what the proper settings are.